everybody be sure to fast forward it till something exciting happens. I am going to refresh my laptop and see if it is actually live streaming. There I am. Oops, make sure this is on mute before we go in. Why does my lighting look like it stinks? Hello, Miss Gloria. So today we are going to try the live stream with my data only. Normally I do internet data combo, but we turned off the data. So we'll see how that goes. Cross our fingers. All right, we have Gloria and Pam, Jean, and Sherry D. Hello, lovely ladies. So, before we get started, I want to open some Happy Mail. Are those? Yep. Okay, and that one's covered, so that's fine. And I forgot to slice it to get it ready. I only have two little happies, and then Pam sent me some vellum. Make sure I don't get my card stuck in there. Well, this one looks like it was abused through the delivery system. Do 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 do. Yay! Okay, so I do believe both of these are via the Debbie J Crafting Corner Facebook group card swap. Look at them. Wise men still seek him. Isn't that adorable? And these are little digis. They're the printable, you print and cut. And these ones are pre-colored. And then she added some paper accents. Super, super cute. And this one is from Miss Gloria. I love it. And then we added some glitteries to their little adornments. Ooh, that's a cute little stamp. So delicate. I like that. Sherry says, Elizabeth, my daughter Amanda says hi. Well, Amanda, hello. And then Gloria's yelling at me. Oh, Jean says, open it. Oh. Okay, hold on, guys. It says, wise men still seek him. 3 wise women would have, as directions, arrived on time, helped deliver the baby, cleaned the stable, made a casserole, brought practical gifts, and there would be peace on earth. That is hilarious. I love that. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. I love that. I'm gonna have to oh, that's adorable. Thank you. That makes me giggle. I like that. Okay, we'll set this one aside. And then this one is from the Aldermans. I didn't think to look up her name on... Ooh, you guys. Look at that one. I don't know what that... Is that a paper or a fabric, maybe? There's stitching down the center. And, well, I don't know if it's stitching, but that's what it looks like. Like it was poked, maybe an emboss and cut kind of thing. I don't know, but this paper is, this is exceptional. And then this one says, sharing with you the glory, the wonder, the miracle of the holy season. And then she put in a, ooh, that's a cute little embossing folder. The little hollies on a vine kind of thing. That's cute. That paper is amazing. My mom would have loved that, man. Whew. So that is from the Aldermans, and handmade for you. Cordelia. Is this the same Cordelia? I wonder if that's the Cordelia that we all know. I'm terrible with names. I am. Okay, and then this, we will try and use some of this tonight. Look at me. I'm going to be a brute. Just help myself. Oh, it is you. Okay, Miss Cordelia. What kind of paper is that? Is that a paper or is that a fabric? That is fabulous. All right. Ooh, and then Pam. Ooh, look at Pam. She's so generous. She heard me say that my white embossing powder is like a flat. It's really old, but it doesn't have a shine to it. So she sent me a couple of baggies, which I have little containers I can put them in from the dollar store. Clear gloss and opaque bright white. Oh, how exciting. That is going to be so fun to use. And look, I had these two little containers from, and they'll be perfect. They come, you go to the Dollar Tree and you buy like a 4 or 5 pack of them. So those will get a new little home. And then her card. Oh, look at. So clean and crisp. Oh, that's such a pretty color combo too. I like that. Haha. And a little teeny signature. That's really cute. I like that. Okay, now she sent... So this is the Stamping Up brand, I'm assuming, of the heavyweight vellum. Okay, quit being rude to me. Okay, we're gonna do this then. Peel. Plop, plop. Okay. Oh. Wow. It's like a sheet of paper. That's insane. Because mine, hold on one second. Oh, what? Don't be stingy. Where are you? Okay, I knew they come in different opacities. I mean, you can get them a little bit thicker, a little bit thinner in opacity. But I didn't know they came in a thicker and thinner. That is crazy, because this is like, and this is, ooh, that's going to be fun. Let's toss you aside. Okay, let me go back up, because I didn't see if Cordelia said what that paper or whatever that was. I bought that off of scrapbook.com. It said it was paper, but it's kind of fabric-y. Yes, it is. It's really cool. And that's what I first kind of thought it was maybe a fabric. But it's really pretty. I'm going to have to go see if they have some. I don't really need to, but I want to. But this is going to be fun. And are these... I feel that these are all the same. These are just smaller pieces. I'm not feeling... God, these are so thick. It's cool. Because we'll use the little guys tonight. We'll stamp on 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, so when I go on Amazon, I'm going to type in thick vellum and see what comes up, and then I'll put the links down below. But yeah, wow, that's impressive. So I'm going to use those two, and we're going to slide these guys in here so we don't get them all mucky muck. Because I don't know if you guys, well, I'm sure most of you did, but if you're watching the replay, I do have another video about stamping on vellum. So we're going to be careful even stamping on this. But we'll see how it differs, because you can definitely tell the difference between these two. But look at, they're almost the same opacity, but this one is definitely thicker. That is insane. But yeah, you can tell. That's awesome. All right, thank you, Bam. Okay, we're super excited because it was hollered out to use some Simon Hurley Stamping Foam. Woohoo! Now, Simon Hurley Stamping Foam is fabulous. It sold out the first round, and I haven't checked, but I think it's still in stock this round. Okay, so if you like this video and you're like, I really need some of that, you can run over to either Ranger, I want to say scrapbook.com might carry it. I'm not sure. Maureen, hello Maureen. Hi, Rita. Rita is Gma. Rita, da. Gloria, do you know if it's the thicker stuff because they used to sell 2 vellum? Wonder what the number is on that. I'm not sure. Okay. And Gloria says, not sure, Pam. I have vellum I bought from Amazon, but some of the paper pumpkins have vellum pieces and they are thick. If you want to emboss, put it on a piece of aluminum foil. Helps distribute the heat. Fabulous. Oh, speaking of distributing the heat, I was reading the box, which is very unusual for the Make It stamping platform, which I have so graciously lost. There you are. And so the Make It station, they say to put one of those heat mats on there, and then you can emboss right on there, and it helps distribute the heat too. So we'll do that. But if you notice that this lovely package is not opened, okay? Somebody sent this as a gift. I'm not sure. I should have wrote down who sent what, honestly. But this one is going into my December 7th birthday giveaway live. That is on a Tuesday, and that will be at 9 p.m. because, you know, Debbie J is at 5:30. And then here is mine, okay? Now, as we work with it, we're going to have lots of questions, and that's fine. One of the questions that gets asked a ton is how long does the image last? Okay, I stamped this when I first got this stuff, the first round. Okay, so this was months ago. I did both sides. These are sequins. I threw some sequins down and stamped them, and I did a video, and we made bubbles. This made a really great bubble. But as you can see, it's still impressed. I mean, it's still there. This one I'm going to undo because I need to redo this stencil that I made. But as you can see, it lasts 4 months. And then we'll stamp with that and show how beautiful it is. So we're going to pull them all out of the box the bag, just in case we need them. Because if you were watching Simon Hurley, the little genius, he taped them together and then did a design and then stamped them. It was really cool. But yeah, so this is going into my birthday giveaway. So if you like that but don't want to buy it, you can maybe win it. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna do those, and I have, where'd you go? Where's my mat? Oh, craft mat. Sorry, I had to run to the other side because I forgot to grab it. Now, I didn't buy her craft mat. I bought this in another department because it's a work and bake clay mat. It was $18. I got it on clearance. And if we can bake on it, we can heat emboss on it, right? Sounds good to me. So we're just going to set that there. And we'll go ahead and work on this surface. How's that sound? It will last until you heat it and remove it again. Correct. So this one's going to stay there, but this one's going to go away when I heat this. So it's going to be fabulous. Now, last night on my live, we were using the Catherine Pooler paper, and when we get it wet, it blisters. And it is said that the Catherine Pooler and the HAMMERMILL are dang near identical. So I cut some Catherine Pooler, I cut some HAMMERMILL, and I cut my go-to 65-pound accent opaque. Okay. And we're going to see if the HAMMERMILL blisters like the CP, and just see how they look together. These two, the HAMMERMILL and the Catherine Pooler, I want to say they're both about 80 pounds. However, Catherine Pooler I think is a little bit thicker because when you go to chop, it feels thicker. And even right now, the Catherine Pooler paper feels a little bit thicker than the HAMMERMILL 80. But they're very similar in texture and everything. Okay, so let us heat this up. We don't have to heat it for long, and I apologize. Turn down your TVs. It gets loud, but I want you to see it, okay? So I'm going to take my heat tool. I have tried a blow dryer. My blow dryer does not get hot enough. So you want something that gets a little bit hot. Cordelia says, the red material was best creation brushed metal paper. It was bugging me. I couldn't remember. It's out of stock now. Okay, but that... Let me write that down because I'm going to Google it around. Maybe we can find more somewhere else. Best creation brushed metal paper. All right, so I'm gonna check that on that. That's just too cool. Okay, so we're gonna heat this up. Okay, and it doesn't take long. I mean, that's like, I don't want to touch it now. So we're just going to move it across our foam, okay, and you can just see it start to disappear. And the longer you let your image sit, the longer it takes to get out. But there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Look at that. Okay, I see a little outline, but I think that's just a color stain. So what I'm going to do is grab an unmarked one of these, and we're just going to ink them up and just make sure that it's just a color distortion. That's right, we got to swirl. Simon Hurley inks, we're going to swirl. Oh, I kind of still see it though. So this is good to know, that if you leave your image a long time, it might leave a halo. Then we just stamp her down. And Simon uses a little bit of tape and a plate, you know, to help squish that down. Okay. That's kind of cool, but it's just a little ghost shadow now. I bet you if we clean it up and use it a couple of times, it would be fine. But I like that. Something happened there. I think, I don't know. What was I doing? Okay, so there's that. So let's try, just give it a little squirt of water. We're just going to mist that a little bit. And we're going to put it on a piece of HAMMERMILL. Let's do it this way. Get that on there. Stamp her down. Okay, here. I'm trying to keep my papers. Let me move them to the side so I can see my plate a little bit better. There we go. No, this is what we need to do. Sorry guys, I didn't realize my stand was all out of whack. I'm like, why do I have to reach so far for this? What's going on? Okay. Oh, and it does. The HAMMERMILL blisters too. That is bizarre. So yeah, I would say the HAMMERMILL and the Catherine Pooler is basically the same paper, guys. I don't even have to. Well, I can. I'm gonna. So we're gonna ink this up just like we did before. Okay, we're gonna swoosh this around. Not sure what I was doing there, but we've got two sides to this foam, no big deal. Okay, we're going to use my Accent Opaque 55 to take the first coloring off, just like we did with the last one. Take our first color off. Okay. Beautiful. So there's our other Accent Opaque. No water added. We're going to give a gentle mist right there. We're going to grab our Catherine Pooler. And then we're going to stamp that on down. Nice even pressure. Do you guys feel that the video quality is a little bit better tonight? For me, it looks pretty good on mine. Oops. And this one didn't happen too bad because I don't think I sprayed enough water, but there's the little blistering that's happening. You can see the more water you add, the blisterier it gets, and this spread out more. It's really cool. But yeah, so that's the HAMMERMILL and the Catherine Pooler paper. They're the same stuff, my friends. I love this. This is just... And then you can stamp anything over, right over the top. If you got little things right here, just stamp something that starts right there and shoots off. Still a good print. And then I have two more. Okay. Even though they're little sharky, because we know what that is. But if you start to cover that up, they won't know what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to mix my Catherine Pooler, my HAMMERMILL together and call it a day. Now we're going to clean. Get some agua on there and just wipe it off. Okay. Clean our little mat of that little water overspray. I'm going to turn it on and see if we can heat that back up. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll heat it up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The shark's almost all gone now. Wow, okay, so the corner or the edge here fixed itself when we heated that back up, so that's nice. And then, yeah, super cool. And then more of my ghost shark is missing, so I like that. We're gonna get a fresh one that has not been used before. Woohoo! Now you're saying, well, what can we do with it? Well, my friends, you go hunting around your house and you get a box and you fill it. Oh, were you just talking about the water does to the paper? Yes. Kind of weird that the Catherine Pooler and the HAMMERMILL paper blisters when you add water. Okay, my video is fine. I'm loving that. All right. I don't understand what you're doing. Sorry. And I read my comments backwards. Okay, so yeah, we're just showing you that the Catherine Pooler and the HAMMERMILL blister. This one's the HAMMERMILL. We added a little bit more water. But accent opaque, it makes the water, it changes the texture of the ink, but it doesn't blister. It doesn't like get weird. Whereas this, their papers will start to bubble up and do weird stuff. So yeah, it leaves a really cool texture. So just keep that in mind, okay? Let those guys dry over there. So in my crazy box, I've got a template. I've got, or a die cut. I got a stamping thing. I pulled those out. These just came in today, and I'm like, ooh, those might be fun. I've got some bubbles. I've got some stuffing, some more stuffing. I've got a picnic plate. I saw this and was like, ooh, I wonder if we can get this ray of sunshine. Then I picked these up on my way. They're little connectors for holding stuff down. Got some leaves, different kind of leaves. Your granny got some old knitting, crocheting stuff. Oh, that's my bad. It is HAMMERMILL, HAMMERMILL, HAMMERMILL. I keep thinking HAMMERMILL for some reason. I don't know why. The HAMMERMILL is a good paper, but is more of a, almost a photo paper, almost. And I don't use that with water, so I don't know how that would react. But the HAMMERMILL and Catherine Pooler have been compared together in other videos. I am so sorry. Okay, so here's our box of goodies. I've got some leaves, which I really want to stamp out. Some flowers and stuff. The doilies. Okay, and we are just going to have fun stamping stuff. Now, if you don't have dies and you don't have stamps to revert your stamping, you can use cardboard. Okay, foam squishies. You can cut shapes into foam squishies and try that. If you have a glue gun, you can drizzle glue. Okay, and then I started to peel the paper off of this and got this really cool honeycomb shape, so we're going to stamp that. You can write with your hot glue. I wrote it in reverse and then remembered, these aren't a stamp and stamp over kind of thing. They go from here to here, so they don't have to be in reverse, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna stamp some of those. Hi, Marguerite. Oh, we have a, yep, there's Mary. Hi, Mary. Okay, so because this happens so quickly, I thought we could do a ton of stuff. Oh, look at these. Let's do some of these first, since they're live and we literally just picked them. Okay, I got my new Stampin' block. Okay, I'm going to turn it on so it's going to get a little loud. Maury, don't worry, I confuse myself all the time. Okay, so nice and warm, and we're going for 10 to 15 seconds, and I wasn't counting, so 5, 10, 15-ish, and then we're going to flip and stamp right onto that. Okay. Ooh, that gave a very delicate, you don't need a ton of pressure. You saw my ghost shark. So we'll try that one just to see. We're going to try the backside. That might give us more of a look. Let's do that. We're going to set this one aside and we're going to heat up another one. Why not, right? We got them all here, so let's start counting this time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 10. Okay, and right over the top of everything. Just give a nice even, I don't know how even this leaf is all bendy and stuff. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, the back side of the leaf was much better, but we're going to see what they both look like. This is going to be fabulous. So we'll put that in our done pile. Okay, and then we'll just grab a piece of paper. Okay, and we're going to do it in some overzealous. Oh, look at that. And they don't have to be overly crazy on how you do them. You don't have to put on 50 million layers of ink. You can just do one stamping, one color. Okay. Oops. Oh, you guys, look at that one. Oh, that one might be a keeper. Leave that impressed on the thing at all times. Okay, so now we have the first taking, okay, and then we're going to give it a mist. Okay. And then we're going to set that right on there. And set that right on top of that. Give everybody a nice press. You can do it this way. You can do it the other way. There's no right or wrong way to get your impression. Looks like lettuce or cabbage. Very true. Oh, look at. So we have our first and second gin. And this here is 65-pound accent opaque. It's one of my cheaper papers, but I color on it. I use markers on it. It's universal. It really is a good paper. But look at that. Okay, so easy. Grab our rag. Our rag decided she didn't want to hang out anymore, I guess. It's like, no, you got craziness going on. And again, a couple of mists. And that one is nice and clean. Okay. And you can see this one's got some good ridges on it. We're going to put overzealous back. Let's grab some fake plant. Okay. I really like that one. Stay over there. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to rub our ink on. Okay. Nice and gentle. I'm not pushing hard. I mean, it doesn't need it. Maybe we want this just to be reactive a little bit different, okay? So we're going to squirt before we stamp, and this is going to be our first generation, okay? If you're going to do a lot of stamping with the same piece of foam, I would recommend taping this to the back. Put a little piece of double stick tape there, tape that on there, okay? You'll have less of a headache. But you just set it on there. Your block should be already on there. But since I'm going to be changing my block and stuff, okay, I was thinking this, okay, where, you need to pull out some bug stamps. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I like the ladybug off to the right. Great minds thinking alike. Okay. Now see, I shouldn't have done that, but I think we did okay. Now this is the HAMMERMILL, or HAMMERMILL or Catherine Pooler, and you can see again these fun little textures it's bringing in. And if your stamping is crooked, don't panic, because you're using 1/4 of a sheet of paper. And if I were to put this on my card front, it would take up the whole card front, and we don't want that. We want to be able to maybe mat this on something. So we'll be able to cut this straight, turn it, and then when we cut this straight according to this, and then turn it and turn in there, we'll be able to cut that. Then we can cut that, and then we'll cut that, and it will make a perfect frame around this. And I love this big white frame. This is, when you get these big white frames, that's real artist quality. If you go and buy a print, there's always a huge white frame around it. Now we're going to do the little Misty again, because there's ink on there and we just don't want to leave it alone. So we're going to stamp. Get that on there. Nice, good pressure. Ooh, that one's interesting. The second generation, we don't have as much definition. We lose a little bit to the side right there. But it's still really pretty. Whew. Okay, now we're gonna clean. Okay. And since this one wasn't my favoriteest impression, I can easily heat it away and try something else. So, heat gun. Now see how much quicker that cleaned up the image, because it didn't sit there for months like my shark had. So definitely keep that in mind. We had a little ghosting because it was this, I've had it for months like that. But so we're going to heat it up, and then we're going to do a little bit. I've got these flowers that were dried on our bush. And we'll see what we can do. I don't know if we'll be able to get much out of that. Those probably won't go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. So what if we just put those two right in the corner? Okay. No, that didn't really do anything. That's okay. So let's do this. Let's pull their little petals out. That one's really crunchy. Let's get those petals out of there. We'll sprinkle those out, and then we'll impress just the petals this time. Okay. And these little specks should leave some interesting. We're just going to do like a little Kind of like I did with this. With my sequins, I just kind of let them fall and be rando in there. Quit messing with it. Okay. I'm going to try not to blow those away. I'm just going to heat this, and I'll be right there with you. Okay, and then we're just going to stamp right on our petals. And I don't know the length for letting them sit. Ooh. That's gonna be interesting. A little abstract on that one. I'm gonna dust this into the garbage. Okay. Going to try and save those. We'll do it again with some of their leaves, because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty with the leaves. And then we've got these kind of leaves. I mean, your tree out front, you know, your neighbor's flower garden, you only need a little snippet. That's all you need. Okay, so let's try some prom queen, because they're flowers. Let's see what we can do. I pushed a little too heavy on there. That's all right. And I am going to mist that. That is just really neat. Just give her a mist. Which one is this? We're going to use the thicker stuff. Just gently set that. And it's nice. When you set your foam down, it doesn't really shift. So as soon as you let go, you don't have to worry about it moving. Anyone else thinking use the block could end up like use a domed foam blender? Possibly. Oh, you guys, look at that. That is really cool. Very abstract, but I like that we got so much detail on those petals. Right there would be nice with some leaves. So we're gonna do that again. Let's clean this one off with a second print. That shifted. So I think they're referring to me because they're always saying, hey, use the domed foamed blender. These guys here, they're not my favorite. So I never think to use them for anything. And so now they're yelling at me to use the block because you're going to get more pressure, more even. And yeah. This is very abstract and pretty. I like this. This I would stamp more flowers on there. I just like that. And I'm not worried about this because this corner is so close. I would adjust this cut first. So I would line it up in my cutter and make sure this cut first and then moved around to the other sides. So don't panic if you get a super crooked one. Just trim it smaller. And then you can triple and quadruple layer these. First gen, second gen, look at that. And I'm really digging this textured effect you get from getting the paper wet. Okay. So we're going to adjust this one because even though it was pretty, it's not something that maybe I would want to keep for a couple weeks and stamp out a bazillion times. And your inks are going to stain. Okay, we saw that here, but it doesn't affect anything. Okay, you never have to worry about staining. It doesn't affect anything. Okay. So we got that. Let's heat her up. I'm going to heat this up. We're going to put those there. We're going to, is it the back sides give us the better quality? We're going to pick and choose our leaves this time. These ones aren't so crunchy. I think those ones gave us the better quality, is the ones that weren't so crunchy. Let's get that in there. We're going to turn that one that way. We're just going to get this ready for us, like so. Get that in there. Get that out of there. Is that the back side? Yep, that's the back side. So we'll do that nice little cluster right. Yep. All right, so I'm going to heat this up and then we'll get it smashed. Rita, I didn't get enough sleep last night either. Do you only use these for making cards? Honestly, I will probably not use these. They'll probably go in my drawer and I'll forget about them. But you can use these for anything. If you do, oops, let me make sure I'm watching what I'm doing here. Tried to burn my hand off. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so if you do a scrapbook, okay, you could cut a couple of these out and put a photo in there. These could be like little photo album pages, artist trading cards, album decorations, decoupage. If you use a different type of paper, you could use it for decoupage. Okay. Because thinner paper is easier to manipulate with decoupage. Oh, you guys, I think this is the one. Oh, I think we did it. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So you get your little bit of washi tape. It doesn't have to be super sticky stuff, guys. And you know, you have a bazillion rolls of washi tape. I've got washi tape that I just use specifically as what? As working tape. Okay, so then you can get that on there. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Don't be a heathen, tape. I'll beat you up, man. Woo. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, we use Prom Queen, the last one. Let's use Triple Berry. Okay. Triple Berry is so pretty. And I will try to remember to link. That is a juicy pad. I don't think I've used it much since I re-inked it. Ooh, look at that. That's going to be so pretty. I'm just going to straight up take that image. Make sure you're not going to fall. Okay, you're going to fall. My tape is not sticky enough for this. Okay, no biggie. You know what? We're going to use our score tape. I'm going to put a piece here. And I'm going to put a piece here. Because I need it to stay. I don't need it falling off and messing up my card. And score tape, you just peel it. It will come off. Don't worry. Okay. So we're going to stamp it. Only because I have ink all over it. Then we're going to pick it up. There we go. You need some tack it over and over. Yep, I even have pixie spray. I don't know if I would want that on there though. When I remember, I'll link Simon's link when he uses this, because he uses multiple colors on his stamping. you know, he'll do a gradient on there. You can do so much. You can use a brayer to roll it on. Today, I'm just doing super easy, guys, because sometimes we just need a super simple card to pull out, slap a sentiment on, and send it out the door. Hot dog. Oh, look at that. And see, when you find a composition or design that you like, you just leave it on there. And that's what's so fun. It's like $5 for a 4-pack, guys. It's $1.25 a piece of foam. And it's not even that, because you get 2 big sides for that $1.25, and then you got 4 skinny sides. I wouldn't recommend heat setting the sides if you're going to keep the top, though, because if you heat set it, you might blow the heat up here and ruin that. Let's see how the second, oh, just look at all that tiny little bit of detail right in there. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love triple berry. Okay, we're gonna miss this one. I'm gonna add a little extra water. I'm gonna make it a little watery. We want it a little watery this time. Okay, I'm gonna set my paper down there. Make sure and then straight down. Now, if you're a bit anal about your placement and you're like, okay, I want this, but I don't want to trim it down, you can go through the work of finding the center of your paper and whatnot. But you know what? Not me. Okay. Rita, I have only seen Simon making cards with these, but then that's all I do. Boo, what would you say? Yep, definitely. Just because it's in a smaller format, it is perfect for cards. But, you know, they also make tiny photo albums. Oh, look at that. Okay, so if I were to put this in a photo album, I could have my sentiment about what's going on a piece of vellum right over the top of that. Okay, look, you know, so I could do that and then have some pictures over here and just treat this like a photo, like, you know, an embellishment or something. Yeah, artist, let me get a thin piece of paper for you. And by thin, I mean tissue, because, you know, tissue paper is fabulous. Okay, so let's clean this up. Triple berry's a stainer for sure. Look at that. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck to the foam. Okay, guys, don't use that. Oh, no. FYI, don't use your double stick tape. I figured it would just peel off, but it's not. It's actually ruining my foam. Don't do that. Oh, wow. Okay, lesson learned. Pardon me while I take this off really quick. If I do this just right, I can turn it into an abstract one. Oh my goodness. No big deal, because I'm already seeing a design going on. Hold on a minute. That's really cool. Although we wouldn't be able to dry it out, but this could be a design that I just keep in there. I'm gonna have to see, maybe, what does Simon use? I think he uses the mint tape. Maybe I'll have to get some of that. See if it's a little bit stickier than what I have. Ooh, that tore it deep on that one. Okay, guys, don't put extra sticky adhesive on there. Low tack stuff works just fine. what am I looking for? Okay, this one. I kind of like how this is kind of grungy. Let me peel this just a little bit right there. Peel this just a little bit, and then I just kind of want to get this to go a little not straight, because that one was a little too straight. Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to take that, let me heat it up, and then I'm going to pair it with that. Hold on a second. Score tape, permanent extra sticky. Yes, I did. Oh, it's all right. I'm not worried about it because... Hi, Donna. Okay. Heat up my foam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, I don't panic about stuff like that because this stuff was really inexpensive, and I'll just get more. Yep, I'll have 7 flat sides, but this one might be cool because it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be abstract. Let's do orangey abstract. So if you accidentally ruin your foam, don't panic. Find something that works with that particular design and go for it. Okay, so there's my boo-boos, right? Let me try this other. Maybe my problem was I only had the one. Maybe it needs 2. Use my foil quill tape. This doesn't seem very sticky either. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And there I go sticking. Okay, so now we're going to grab our tissue paper. You know, and this is just tissue paper like what you would buy for wrapping presents. Or this came with my, or let me mist that. Just a light mist. Yeah, see, it didn't stick. Oh, that is lovely. Now, don't forget, when you're stamping in tissue paper, it will leave marks, okay? So what I'm going to do is clean up my mat, and we're going to clean it up with that. There we go. And then we're going to stamp right over the top of it. Just like so. Yeah, look at that. Very abstract. Can't really tell that that was a complete error in the foam. Hi, Kim. So yeah, if you stamp on tissue paper, you just give it time to dry, okay? And then you can decoupage this onto something, and you can just stamp a whole bunch on there and then rip and tear and stick it to anything you like. Okay, you know what? There's a little bit of ink left on here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Go with this side. I don't know what I'm doing. Because this one's abstract. It's not going to matter if it comes out perfect. We're just getting something unique on there. Yeah, see, it gives some really interesting texture to the paper. I like that. So fun. Okay, so there's that. Don't use score tape. That's bad judgment. My bad. Okay, so there's that one. Cleany, cleany. Okay. And then our other side still has our beautiful flowers on it. So this one's going to be a keeper just like that. Let's heat up this piece of foam. And let's stamp on some thick vellum. That wasn't the thick one. This is our thick one. Let me trim this down just a little bit. Trimming to 4 1/4. 4 1/4. All right. Fabulous. All right, what should we put on that? Some bubbles. That's what I'm thinking. Guys, make some bubble wrap lying around. Big bubbles, little bubbles. Happy bubbles. Okay, I'm going to heat this up. I'll be right back. Don't ever apologize for being late, my friends. You guys have lives. Oops. Okay. And I just kind of wadded it up a little bit, and then we're plopping it down because we don't want it to look like it's bubble wrap. We just want it to look kind of fun and kooky. On this one, I didn't get very good pressure, but I really like how some of it looks. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. I want some of my tropical tango because I think this would make a pretty water piece. Let's get some ink on there. And see, and that's really faint. I like that. Look at that. Give her a little mist because it is a watery idea. Put that down. Flip this over. Michelle, thank you for joining today. How are you? Oops, I'm scrolling. Donna says she's late as usual. That's all right. I was late. I almost forgot to. I was chopping paper and was like, oh wait, it's probably time to go on. See, even though it's very faint, you can do a stamping to see how it's going to turn out. This is almost scaly. I would put a dragon on that if I had a dragon stamp, which I do. I have teeny little dragon stamps. We could do that. I like that. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what we can lift off. Lift off! And I did it backwards. Don't mind me. Watching while I'm working. Gotta love that. Keep our minds occupado. And see this one, it's more just the second one. You can kind of see that flower there, but this is a great color square. So this would be fun to do if you just need a background piece for another little piece. Let's do the heating up, and then let's get our bubbles. I'm gonna cut off a little section. I think I'll cut it off of this little piece though. So we're just gonna cut some bubbles. That way there I can set it down and squish on it. Put the pressure on top of it, if that makes sense. So we're gonna, oh, that's nice. It's got a little sticky on it. So we're just gonna put it like that. Just kind of creep it in there, and then we'll stamp on top of it. I do have a dinosaur die. Bye, Rita. Have a good night. Yeah, a dragon or a mermaid on that blue one definitely would. And that's just bubbles, guys. You could grab this foamy stuff, get your own bubble wrap, and make your own. Easy peasy. And it's still only $1.25. Well, yeah, $1.25, because this is found stuff. I mean, that's free stuff. You've already got it. Sorry, I feel like I'm out of breath. It's not really hot today, but I am melting. I am sweating like a pig. Now here we have way more texture, and this is more unique than my sequins, because the sequins had a little dot in the center. Okay, so you can use your cup sequins or your bubble wrap, and we'll stamp both of them now so we can kind of see the difference. But I'm thinking let me think. Let me clean my little flowers up, because I'm thinking that might be pretty on the vellum. But I need to heat set that, whatever we stamp in, because it will make a mess. And I want to save my flowers. Because I might stamp them again. You never know. Put those little goodies right there. Clean this off. Okay, so we're going to clean. And I'm going to get some Versamark. Versamark. Okay, I don't want to use Pam's. Ooh. No, we'll use this one. Okay, I don't want to use Pam's just in case this turns out cruddy. So I'm going to use my matte stuff and see how it turns out. Okay, and then we're going to put that with that. Versifying Claire. Fake Plant. Tropical Tango. Ah, there's Versamark. I was like, I know I own Versamark. So we're going to cube this up. Just kind of curious as to what it's going to look like. Okay. Yeah, put our paper there. Put our little dude this way. Okay. You can use your little pressure tool. Push that side. Push that side. It's a little harder with that guy, but there it is. Okay, here we go. Right. Get a little piece of paper. Ooh, that looks really cool. The neighbors are loud. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Vroom, vroom. Do you hear the vroom vrooms out there? Okay. We'll get this back in here. Ta-da! Okay, so the instructions on the thing say that I can put my thing on a baking sheet thingy and heat this right on here for even stuff. So plug your ears, here we go. Okay, sorry that was so loud. My apologies. But holy wowzer. Look at that. And this, oh wow. It took the heat really well because you saw me. I was heating this up. I missed a spot right there though. I'll pull away from the camera and go heat that up. But look at that. What a stunner. But you can see what I was saying. My clear is more of a matte finish. It's really weird. And it's got these little tan speckles in it. But I'm going to finish heating this because I'm thinking we should do a little ink blending on that. Hold on one second. Heated right on up. Okay, so look at that. Should we do some sidewalk chalk? Get the other one out for that one. Because the embossing is now going to resist the ink. The ink is only going to stay in the non-embossed areas, okay? So all we have to do is wipe off our embossing. Oh. And now you can really see the detail that was in there. How fabulous is that? And then if you want to put it over something, you know, so that it can be like a little window kind of thing. So if you close your card, the brighter paper would be on the inside, and then you would open it and that would be there. Or your scrapbook. Ugh, how gorgeous is that? I love this thick vellum. That is insane. Okay. Whew. Let me... Okay, I need to pay better attention to the comments. I was actually trying out my new woodless watercolor pencils, but I swear I was listening. Hey, that's okay. That's, thank goodness for replays, right? I stink at watercolor, by the way. You know, it's a technique. Once you find your technique, it'll be golden and you'll have a lot of fun. Because there's so many ways to do watercolor. You can be perfect with it. You can be messy with it. You can be in between with it. And remember, there's no right way. You're going to want to do it what makes you happy. And Debbie J, well, hello. I can't wait to get home so I can actually watch what you're doing. All right. So we have done, I mean, we've been on for an hour and 16 minutes, and there was a lot of gabbing at the front. Using the foam block with a little bit of texture. Okay, we can kind of see the bubbles there. This was this one, a second off. First gen, second gen. But the texture wasn't really, this one wasn't really deep. However, the texture on this one was much more deep, and we've got better just, it's just pretty. I love it. Okay, but this is bubble wrap, guys. Just bubble wrap. Okay, a foam and some bubble wrap. This here is a boo-boo. Okay, a boo-boo fixed. We have these accidental tears because our score tape really stuck. I didn't expect it to stick so much. And so it ripped up my pad. No big deal. If you do that, might try some Goo Gone first. Adhesive remover or something. But if it shreds or does something weird, make it your abstract one. I can buff out these ones and put a different pattern in with there. I could leave it like that. I mean, lots of options. These here are petals and leaves. Different, different applications. But still, triple berry, crown me, was that one? I get the pinks mixed up because I don't use them all the time. Prom Queen, triple berry and prom queen. This one was fake plant, but a real plant. You know, we just took our foam and stamped on a plant. Love this one. Overzealous, much. And then, isn't that funny? This is the exact same color. We have our first impression, our second impression. I love it. Time, it did fly. And I could like keep going because it's so fabulous. But I did say I wanted to stamp this one, okay? This is one I stamped when I first got the stamping foams. I got the first run of stamping foams. And this was one of them. Let's do a yellow. Let's do weird yellow bubbly things. Okay. And so this impression has been in there for months. Okay. So with the Simon Hurleys, I don't know about the rest. You want to rub them on. If you tap, you're going to get these marks. Okay. So you want to rub them on. Okay. You can stamp them dry just like this, or you can give them a little damp. Okay. And I'm going to, even though it probably won't work, I'm going to stick it to this vellum just to see what it does. And it will probably wrinkle like crazy. Let's put that down like that. You can use mint tape or washi tape on the back of these, but not score tape. Don't do the score tape. Oh, the raised stencil, my plate. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. That's crazy. Ooh wee. I'm going to let this dry because I'm hoping if that will set, that will be great. Because ink, this is a dye ink, right? It's different than the others. We'll see. We'll see if this one will stay. Okay, I'm going to take the whole mat. Bye-bye, mat. We don't need you anymore. And plate. Haha. There's my plate. Let's clean this guy off. And by cleaning, we're going to spurt it. We're going to grab another sheet of paper. And we're going to do a second print. Because there's a lot of ink on there. Okay. And it's not a lot of pressure. I mean, oops. Ooh. You can see I didn't clean it very good. Some of that blue from the last time and whatever that red speck is. But doesn't that just look cool? Sequins. Sequins. That's all. You just sprinkle the sequins down. That's what you're going to get. I like that one. Okay, now we're going to spurt one more time and do our actual cleaning. Well, our half a booty cleaning, because apparently I don't clean very well. And then, let's see, there's that one. There's those bubbles. We're going to put that face down, because we can do that. Are we going to stick to that, though? Probably not. Okay, so we're going to heat it up and get our plate. Okay, I'm going to do it off-centered. Okay, just like so. Okay, I'm going to redo it because I was a little too close to this edge, so this little ray got cut off. What do I need to do that better? I need to make sure it gets, the corners are inside the rays. So let me reheat this. But yeah, I didn't think I get a very good impression on that one. Okay, we're gonna put those corners right in there. Oops. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Oh, you guys. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Okay, let's do our lighter yellow. We'll do, no, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do clean inky brush. Because even, I am going to link Simon, because you can apply, I think even, Gina K even plays with this stuff. So I'm going to apply the Over the Moon right here in the center. Okay. Put that away. Clean off my, go to the next one. Well, I'm going to skip Psych and go to Slippery When Wet. Because Psych has a little bit of a, like a green tint to it. Okay. So a little Slippery When Wet. And now we're going to go to the Traffic Cone. Or no, Guppy. Sorry, Traffic Cone is way too dark. Guppy, Guppy, Guppy. Okay, you can use ink blenders, you can use brayers. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one. Go in with this one. And see, using your glass mat, I didn't have to go back into my colors. I just used what was there. Okay. Oh, I think that block is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so I'm going to mist it very lightly. I'm holding it about 12 inches away. And just let that mist go right over it. Set that down. Okay. And then set that on there. And it doesn't take a lot to set it on there. So even if you're switching out a lot, put some pressure on there. Little gadgets, little berries. Right, WJ? It's so funny. You are sounding like me when I'm crafting alone and get excited when something turns out. Every time. I impress myself all the time. This is very abstract but cool because you get these rays in there, and because I misted the Catherine Pooler paper, it does this weird bubbling in there. It's really cool though. I mean, you put a little bird in there. If you have those little silhouette birds, you could do like a little flock, and that's all you need, just a little flock of birds. And then put your flip open your card and have your sentiment on the inside. Oh, that one's so pretty. I'm so amazed. I amaze myself. Now we're going to clean up. We're going to mist it again. This time I'm going to get it extra watery just to see what happens. And of course I put it on upside down. Don't mind me. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. Oh, this one. See? Very abstract. And it's really cool because the water is just doing some interesting stuff. I don't know, I'm really loving it. And see how it didn't get a full edge right there? You could totally, here, let's do that really quick. Maybe you don't like that straight edge. Maybe you're like, that's not for me. I don't like that straight edge. Okay. Let me see. Can we pick this up like a stamp? You guys, I think we can pick it up like a stamp. Okay, so now you just go around and tap your edges, okay? Just tap your edges. Get your little piece of paper, set it on there. Your little block, do it in reverse. AFK, away from keyboard. How funny. I was waiting. I was like, I don't know. What is that? Okay. So, see, you can definitely do this without getting that harsh line on there. Okay. And they're asking for the paper that doesn't bubble, which I have to go get more of that one. Because I mostly have that one. Accent. Opaque. Let's do a little cleanup. 5.5. Don't want it to fall in that yellow stuff just yet. 5 4.25. Okay, so this is my accent opaque. Let me grab 2 more because that will be just fine. Okay, so accent opaque. Okay, I'm going to do a sample where you guys can check them both out. What color would that be good on? Maybe traffic cone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move you guys because I'm totally doing it out of frame. Okay, so there's some traffic cone. Okay. So squirt, squirt, squirt. Okay, we've got a nice puddle. This hand is our accent opaque, and then this hand is either HAMMERMILL or Catherine Pooler, because they're both the same. Okay, and then we're gonna set them both in there. Okay. And now, nope, stay on that side. Okay. I don't know if it's going to show it now. Okay, that's really weird. Is that the, yeah, that's that one. This one's not blistering up like the other ones did. What is going on? Unless I got my papers, a piece of paper in there that wasn't supposed to be in there. And that's okay. We'll do it again. Because that almost looks like my accent paper. Okay, we'll do it again. This time I just pulled this out of the Catherine Pooler pile. So I know this one is Catherine Pooler because I've got a special folder marked for it. Okay. Of course, you guys asked for this and then it doesn't even happen. I'm like, what? Okay, so Catherine Pooler, we're going to put right here, Catherine Pooler. And this is accent opaque. Right there. Okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to add some there, add some there. We're going to make a puddle, There we go. Catherine Pooler, accent opaque. Take 2. There it goes. You can see it texturizing the paper right there. And this one, it doesn't. It stays flat. But you can see that they just absorb it different and do some interesting stuff. You can feel the texture there. In some cases, it's more prominent. Like there, you can really feel the bubble up effect. So it might just be how the water's applied to it. It's really cool though, guys. Let's see, where this one here, that whitey patch. Okay. That was straight inky. But yeah. So there's the 2 differences. Your Catherine Pooler HAMMERMILL versus your accent opaque. All right. No, I haven't seen willows lately. She wasn't at Debbie's yesterday either. Okay. Oops, where are we going? I've been away from the keyboard. We'll have to go back and rewatch. Try on the paper that doesn't bubble. Very nice. Oops, well, don't go so far. Okay, and then... Hey, yeah, the water's probably not normal here in Youngstown. I am old, but I used to play this game, and when you stepped away, you would type a... Yep. True. Speaking, has anyone... Nope. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, make sure I didn't miss anything. Pam says, is there another live? I don't know. Is there another live? Did you guys get notification for Ryan or something? Oh my goodness. I had to go give cats their treats. What did I miss? Not a lot. Just dinking around. Wizard needed some food. All right. Any questions? Oh, I just noticed that we are 198 members on the Crafting with Debbie Facebook group. Yay! I posted your link yesterday. All right. Any questions? Just love these. And then you can stamp right over the top of these and just make glorious, glorious whatevers. Oh, I need that. I need to finish cleaning up. Oops. I bent you. Sorry. Just pick it all up. It don't go to waste. Mary Massam is not a member. Hold on one second. Facebook. I need you to open on Facebook. Search. Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Look, I didn't even have to hit the search button. Oops. Oh, just highlight the whole thing. Control C. Control V. Okay. All right, my friends. I thank you for hanging out with me for so long. And if you're watching the replay, I do appreciate you too. Sorry you can't be with us live, but I do appreciate you on my replays. But I hope you guys are liking the Stampin' Foam and know that you can... Oh, did we stamp with... No, we didn't. Hold on. One stamping. Where's my block at? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aha, there you are. So this is... Oh, no, we stamped with this one because it was dirty. Oh my goodness, you guys, where's it at? On the back side of this one, we had a ghost shark because we tried to heat it out, and that's our little ghost shark, and then it slowly started to go away. Okay, so it does take longer if you leave your images in there for a long period of time. But apparently, I know I stamped that one. Didn't I stamp it like in yellow or something? Oh no, I stamped it. Nope, that's not it. I mean, look at all this stuff. And if you did this without the yapping like I am doing, you could probably bust out even more. Oh, that's right. It's drying. Right? Yes, it's drying. Oh, I almost forgot about you, little buddy. It dried, guys. Oh, the vellum. It dried. Oh, I love it. This is that thick paper like vellum that Pam sent me, and it's fabulous. And this was the stamp we used. We used sequins a couple of months ago to make this, and it stamps beautifully. These are the Simon Hurley inks, so if you let them dry, and I did spritz it with water, so I let it dry, and it dried completely. No having to heat set Simon Hurley on there. Woohoo! How exciting is that? Oh, hot dog. And you can get different effects off of the one stamp. So there's that guy. We have that one. That one. And this was our first generation off of that. Okay. Then we had this one. We erased because we didn't quite like the texture. And then we redid the bubble wrap. And we were able to get this fabulous embossed, beautiful goodness again on that thick vellum. Oh, it's so gorgeous. These were just some ink smushings. This one is from the block I accidentally ruined. I mean, it happens. Okay, so there's our little stripes. And so I just made it more abstract. No biggie. Accidents happen. And then we stamped it on tissue. It's still a little damp. Okay. When that dries, we can decoupage that onto something. We had foliage from our yard. And we did tons of those. First and second gen. We stamped it, spritzed the stamp, and then stamped it again. And then our little shark that we made go away. So lots and lots and lots of goodies. Literally, what have I got here? Like 20 some card bases. I can just stamp a flower on, stamp a sentiment on, chop them up and send them out. Ooh, I need to make some thank you cards. Maybe I'll put those as thank you cards. But if you did this on watercolor paper, you can mail them out as postcards. The big leaves. Yeah, you know, that's the first time I've ever owned a plant like that. They're striking. They're just, and they make really fabulous prints. I mean, look at them. But we wanted to stamp the back side. Remember, the front side didn't give us a very good impression, so we stamped the back side. And I just kind of laid them across, and that's why I got two big veins right there. Just like so. Well, actually more like that, but yeah. Big, beautiful leaves. Okay. Pam, that would be... Okay. That's right. Jean, you sent these to me. Sure. I'm sorry. I was like missing a beat. But, yeah. So we're going to have a pack in our December 7th giveaway. So be sure you're subscribed and got your bell on. Every Wednesday I do lives. Every other Tuesday I do a live. So this is, I don't know what day this is. 7/28/21. So not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, we will have a live on Tuesday at 9. And you guys can follow me on Facebook and Instagram and now Twitter, which I have all of my links. I'll post them down in this description for ya. Today is Wednesday, yes, the 28th. And I had a live yesterday on Tuesday. It was so much fun. And I thank you all so much for joining me. I hope, well, except for Jean. She can't have any fun because she don't want the stamping foams. I just have to send her some cards. So she can live vicariously through. But I'm really happy with this. Pam is such an enabler. I need to find more because this, you could do a lot of stuff with this. I like it. Thank you, my lovelies. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm going to turn on my AC and stuff my head in the freezer. Maybe I'll do a little short video on Instagram where I use some doilies since we didn't get to those. But, I mean, your craft room, the sky's the limits, my friends. Check your trash bin. I mean, you'll never know what you're going to find. Have a good one.